Welcome back to Steins Gate. We left things on a kind of cliffhanger. Okarin sent a D-mail to try and reverse Moeka's from such a long time ago, and nothing happened. So now he's still in the same timeline, and he has Moeka trapped in her apartment, trying to get to him and to her phone. And that's where we're going to pick things up, and I just want to see what's happening, so let's get into it. Let's go. Reading Steiner didn't activate. What? Why? Why didn't the world line change? Did the phone wave fail to function? I bring my own phone back to my ear. Karisu is still on the line. Well? Did you send it? Yes, did it work? The discharge is occurring as normal. So it worked, right? Definitely. The world line didn't change. You mean it failed? Why? Consider the possibilities. Maybe the message wasn't enough to persuade Moeka to change models. I mean, the only thing he sent was, get a good deal soon, essentially. So, yeah, if there's a lot on a phone, maybe not worth switching. Could we have sent it to the wrong date? It's July 31st, I'm sure of it. Check when the original email arrived. Maybe her reaction will change if the new one arrives just after that. What a pain! The pounding on the door has ceased. Did she finally give up? No, she wouldn't give up. Does she plan to climb out the window and loop around? But we're on the second floor, that would be quite a feat. I should still have some time left. Try sending different messages. If that doesn't work, I'll adjust the timer. You're a lifesaver. What's going on there? Is Mr. Braun freaking out? I can hear him shouting from below. Hashida and Mayuri are trying to calm him down, but who knows how long that'll last. I don't think there's much time left. I put my phone into my pocket without hanging up. Okay, so to the same address as before. It said like GG01 rocks. I changed the message and sent another D-mail. But still nothing happens. Change now! I make another one. Send. No good. Why? What am I doing wrong? I'd like to ask Moeka, but if I go back inside now, she'll probably just attack me. Which reminds me, she's been awfully quiet. What is she doing now? Maybe she really did go out the window. I look around. I don't see her anywhere. Think. Why didn't the D-mail work? I wipe the sweat from my brow. My entire body is soaked. It must be the adrenaline. What if Moeka changed addresses when she got a new phone? I take out my phone. Are you there? Still not working? I tried 2 more times, but nothing. I frantically consider my options as I stare hard at Moeka's phone. The walkway is dim, but Moeka's gaudy purple phone shines in the faint light. Wait. I take another good look at the phone. There's something wrong here. What is it? Okabe, what's wrong? Gaudy purple. Latest model? Removable LCD screen? Model number GG01. My eyes tell me there's nothing wrong. I saw this phone when Moeka sent her D-mail, and many times before. She was never without it. It's the same. Nothing has changed.
何も変わっていないだと
Nothing changed?
何の話?
Huh? What hasn't changed? Why hasn't it changed? Why is it the same as before Moeka sent her D-mail? Right, so I think last time I mentioned that I thought maybe the message she sent was a code for something. I'm pretty sure that might actually be the case now because she didn't actually buy a new phone. So I'll see if I'm right. I feel like I am, but this game surprises me sometimes. Moeka's D-mail said, don't change models. She should have had a different phone when she sent it. But she didn't. It was the same phone I'm holding right now. There's only one explanation. She never changed models to begin with.
あの女まさか
No way. She lied to me. Moeka's D-mail wasn't about her phone. That explains how it affected the IBN 5100. It also explains why my cancellation D-mails aren't working. Okay, maybe it wasn't code, but I didn't remember that he hadn't seen the text. I thought he had seen the text that was sent, and he wasn't just told what it was. If I'd had that information, I probably would have thought of that too.
ふざけた真似を
That sneaky little... The door violently shakes behind my back. It's much stronger than before. She must be ramming something hard and heavy against the door. I quickly move away from the door. The door shakes again. I can see the frame starting to warp.
異常だろ
She's crazy. I suppose I should be thankful she doesn't have a gun. But honestly, this is terrifying enough. It chills my blood to think of what her face must look like now. I've never been the target of such single-minded obsession before. But unfortunately, I can't run away. I need to face Moeka again and wring the information out of her. Both Faris and Lukaku remembered their D-mails. With prodding, Moeka will remember too. I need that information. Crap. I don't want to go in there. My teeth are chattering. This is pathetic. I thought I'd won when I snatched her phone. But now my advantage is gone.
Okabe! Okabe! 返事しろ!
Okabe! Okabe, answer me!
クリスティーナ
音すごいけど大丈夫なの?
What's that pounding? Are you okay?
どうやら萌香の送った D メールは機種変更に関することじゃなかったらしい
Moeka's D-mail wasn't about a model exchange.
どういうことよ?
What do you mean?
おそらくあの女は送る直前で内容を差し替えたんだ俺が何をやっても世界線が変わらないのはそのせいだ
She must have changed the text right before we sent it. That's why the cancellation mails aren't working.
着信履歴はそこに残ってるかもしれない
Did you check her history? It might still be there.
着信履歴
Her arrival history. Of course! Even if it's not in her send history, it should still be in the arrival history. I glare at the purple phone in my hand. It's a good thing Moeka didn't change phones. Now I know exactly where the D-mail went.
うっかりしていた調べてみる
I should have thought of that. Checking now. Honestly, he would definitely not have gotten this far without Kurisu. For a second there, I thought it would be easy. I should have known better. Moeka is not a casual phone user. Her mailbox has literally hundreds of entries over the last week, almost all from FB. Some of my mails are sprinkled in. I don't have time to search through each of these mails, even just the subject lines. Not to mention the pounding on the door is freaking me out.
クリスティーナ、少し手こずりそうだ。もし俺が失敗したら、あとは頼む。
Christina, I seem to be in a spot of trouble. If I fail, I'm leaving the rest to you.
バカも休み休み言いなさい。状況によっては逃げることも大事。
Don't be ridiculous. If you're in trouble, then get out of... I hang up. The lady next door comes out again, alarmed by the escalating noise. She glares at me. But when she sees the magnitude of the door's damage, the lady opens her eyes in shock and runs back inside. I'm not leaning against the door anymore. Moeka could just open it, but she hasn't realised that. She's so fixated on getting her phone back, she'd destroy her own door. In any case, I don't have time to check her mail history. I put the phones into my pockets and move to the side of the door. I carefully grip the doorknob and wait for the interval between bangs. Now, I yank the door open. A coffee table flies out and smashes into the walkway railing. Her screech raises hairs all over my body. She's standing in the entrance like a revenant at the gates of hell. I step back. My knees tremble. But then I remember what I'm here to do. I gather my resolve, enter the room, and close the door behind me. Or at least, I try. The door's bent and won't fully close. I give up on locking it. Give it back. Moeka glares at me, shaking with fury. First, I have to restrain her again. This is a woman who would kill on command, who would break her own door down just to retrieve her phone. It's too dangerous to let her be. I'm stronger. I just need to get her on the ground. There's no time, it's now or never. Crushing my fear, I charge Moeka at full speed. Our bodies collide. Moeka tries to twist away, but I grab her clothes and use my momentum to push her to the floor. The back of her head hits the floor. Her resistance weakens. She doesn't know how to break a fall. Some secret agent. I quickly straddle her waist. Now she's mine. Give it back! Moeka flails her arms and legs wildly. I should have known she wouldn't give up. Her fist strikes my jaw. Fortunately, Moeka is weak. The blow does little damage. I still need to stop her from struggling. First, her hands. I start with her left. I grab her wrist and pin it to the floor. A fist flies towards my face. It pops against my left eye, blanking my vision for a second. She seems to stop struggling for a moment. Her hand claws weakly at the air. But it turns out that she was reaching for my hair. She grabs it hard. I feel several strands tear free of my scalp. I get a grip on Moeka's face and press her head against the floor. She tries to bite my fingers, so I pull my hand back. I grab the hand that's grabbing my hair and dig my nails into her wrist. But she still doesn't let go of my hair. All the while, her feet are pounding against my back. She's also trying to free her left hand. I can't take much more of this. Why, you? I instinctively headbutt Moeka with all my strength. The sickening sound of bone against bone echoes inside my head. The impact makes me dizzy too, but I fight it. Moeka goes limp. An opening. Finally, I succeed at pinning down both her hands. Her glasses fell off at some point during the struggle. Her red, swollen eyes give her an even more demented look. There's an angry bump on her forehead where I headbutted her. That hurt, you crazy bitch. She spits at me. The lukewarm saliva hits my face. Ugh. Ugh. I want to wipe it off, but my hands are full. Moeka glares at me. There are tears in her eyes, perhaps from the pain. Eye contact. Good. We're making progress. Moeka breaks eye contact when I mention it. She stares at my pocket. She must have caught a glimpse of purple. I'm not giving it back. I smile scornfully. I'm not letting you escape into your own little world again. You don't have that right. Give it back. Come and get it. Moeka tries again to free her hands. I lean in harder to keep them pinned. My strength and position is superior, so Moeka accomplishes nothing. Next, she struggles to free her body. Same result. I clamp my thighs firmly around her hips and hold her down. She occasionally knees me in the back, but I can bear that pain. It's not enough to make me forfeit this position. I can keep this up as long as I have to. Who's going to tire out first? Moeka, without a doubt. I don't do sports or anything, so I'm not that strong. But I'm on top. I don't need to expend much energy to keep her pinned. Why did you take it? Give it back! Give it back! Keep screaming. She can scream and spit all she likes. Nothing will make me give up this position. Although, what if the lady next door comes out, sees the door that's slightly open and sees this? It doesn't look good for him. I don't care about your phone issues. I don't care about FB. Moeka shakes her head violently. She's just wasting her energy. I maintain position and stare down at Moeka. You don't kill her on this world line, and the world lines where you did have already been erased. But I remember. I remember everything you did. Everything that never happened. I'll never forget that you killed Mayuri, and I'll never forgive you. So there's no escape for you today. We're gonna stay here as long as it takes. Until now, I've always run away from facing Moeka. But I can't do that on this world line. I have to know what her D-mail said.
腹を割って話そうじゃないか。
So let's be honest with each other, huh? Moeka is still struggling. Give it back! Give it back! Give it back! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Let me go! I'll tear your fucking eyes out.
携帯などなくてもちゃんと話せるではないか。え？
So you can talk without your phone. I'm impressed. You piece of shit. I'll gut you with a kitchen knife.
切り刻むのはマッドサイエンティストのお箱だ。
I'm a mad scientist. Dissection is my specialty. Die! Die! Help! I'm being raped! Yeah, I thought that was gonna be yelled at some point. This woman's out of control. Does she want another headbutt that badly? Yeah. A knock sounds from the door. Moeka and I both look at the door in surprise. Hello, this is Nishida from next door. Is everything okay? Do you need the police? If not, then could you please keep it down? The walls here are pretty thin. Damn, I didn't think about that. I can't have her calling the police. He's going to kill me! Moeka suddenly screams. Wow, that was loud. No, stop it, don't kill me! You bitch. What now? I need to silence Moeka somehow, but I can't use either hand. Oh no, I know where this is going. There's only one way. Call the Yep, we know what. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I suddenly pressed my lips against Moeka's. I knew this was gonna happen, and it's a bad situation, but. My loveless kiss shuts her up quite effectively. I lock eyes with her as well, trading glares in silence. Kids these days. I finally hear the neighbour's footsteps recede. What sort of neighbour would hear all that though and just be like, oh, she's fallen quiet, I assume she's fine. See you later. It just seems a bit strange. What a relief. Oh, that was a bread I wasn't expecting. Yep, I feel a sharp pain on my lip. I instinctively jerk away. Blood drips from my mouth and lands on Moeka's neck. She bit me! When I feel around my lip with the tip of my tongue, the taste of blood spreads out from the laceration. Moeka breathes wildly as she glares at me with tearful eyes. Don't act like it's your first time. You're older than me, remember? She grimaces and looks away. Her pink lips glisten with saliva. I might find the sight alluring if the situation were different. Moeka turns her face away and looks up, through the open curtains, at the bright full moon outside the window. How much time has passed? It feels like it's already been dozens of hours. But it's still night outside, so it probably hasn't been more than 1 or 2. Moeka hasn't said a word since I kissed her. She hasn't tried to escape either. Her expression is blank. She's just staring off to the side. What is she looking at? I follow her gaze, but the only thing there is a half-empty bottle of water. Has she given up? Either way, I can't let my guard down. Maybe it's the stress, but it feels like my body is going numb. And I've been drenched in sweat for a while now. This room has no air conditioning whatsoever. The heat is starting to get to me. I thought I had an overwhelming advantage in this position, but it's harder to maintain than I expected. Not only do I have to keep Moeka pinned, I also have to keep a close eye on her so she doesn't try anything. All Moeka has to do is lie there. She can rest and try again whenever she's ready. Will this last all night? At this rate, my strength might give out first. Fear mounts. If she escapes, she's going to try to kill me. She must have her gun somewhere, I'm sure. I consider calling Kurisu for help, but I can't use either hand, and I don't even know what time it is. Damn, it's almost like I'm the one trapped. No. Stay positive. You can do this. Moeka's dependent on her phone. That's her weak point. If I keep her separated from her phone, then sooner or later her will to resist should collapse. It's a matter of whose strength will fail first. Suddenly, Moeka calls my name. What do I have to do? Now she's trying to ask nicely. Does this mean she's given up? This is what I was waiting for. Now I move in for the kill.
お前は D メールを送ったことを覚えているか?
Do you remember sending a D-mail?
D... 何?
A D... What?
D メール。過去へ送ることのできるメール。
D-mail. An email that you send to the past.
お前はそれを送った。お前自身の携帯へな。
You sent one to your own phone.
機種変更に関する内容だと思っていたが、それは嘘だった。お前は俺たちの目をごまかして、こっそりメールの内容を入れ替えたんだ。
You led me to think it was about a phone model exchange, but you changed the text before you sent it. Her typing speed is lightning fast. It would have been easy for her to type a mere 36 characters while Daru and I were preoccupied with the phone wave, name subject to change.
その結果、世界線が変わった。
Your D-mail changed the past.
お前は覚えていないか?
Don't you remember? Normally, once the past changes, everything until that point is undone. But it should be possible to make Moeka remember, just as Faris and Lukaku did.
知らない。
I don't know.
知らないんじゃない。思い出していないだけなんだ。
You do know. You just haven't remembered yet.
思い出せ。お前は思い出さなければならない。
Remember. Remember, or else. Or else what? I don't know. This is just a tactic to put pressure on Moeka. I have another plan to make her remember. Moeka turns away again and bites her lip. Tears start falling from her eyes. I watch, never once taking my eyes off her. I didn't notice before now, but her shirt must have become undone during the struggle, okay. I can see the alluring curves of her collarbone, the skin of her large, pale breasts, a hint of sexy underwear. Is it the time? Her breasts heave with each painful breath. The base of her neck is stained with the blood from my lip. It's dry, like a scab. Normally, Moeka could be mistaken for an elegant, beautiful woman. But now she has large shadows under her eyes, her skin is rough, her face is pale. She looks more intoxicated than intoxicating. Her entire body reeks of death. She's clearly insane. This is the real Moeka. I wish I'd realized sooner.
本当に知らないの
I really don't know.
思い出せるならそうするけど
If I could remember, I would.
わからないわ一体何のことなのか
But I don't remember anything. Moeka's gaze shifts constantly, from me to the ceiling and then to the window. But her slow murmuring is evidence that she's almost beat. Just a little more, and her resistance will end.
だったら質問を変える。
Fine, I'll change the question.
2週間ほど前、お前は奇妙なメールを受け取ったはずだ。
You received a strange email about 2 weeks ago.
差出人はお前自身の携帯。しかもそのメールは数日後の未来から送信されていた。
It came from your own number, and it was dated several days in the future. Moeka's eyes open wide. Gotcha.
覚えがあるな。それがお前が送った D メールだ。
You remember? Good. That was the D mail.
内容を教えろ。
What did it say?
教えたら
If I tell you,
携帯は返す。
I'll return your phone.
クソ
Fuck you. She suddenly curses at me.
内容は言えない
I won't tell you.
なぜだ。
Why not?
ラウンダーに関係する
It's my mission. Her mission. I recall what Moeka told me on a previous world line. The Rounder's mission is to find and acquire IBN 5100s. In that case,
IBN 5100。
the IBN 5100. She fell into my trap. Her reflexive response was all I needed to see.
それに関することだな。
It was about the IBN 5100.
どこまで知っているメールの内容
How much do you know?
質問をするのは俺だけだ。いいから答えろ。
I'm asking the questions here. Just answer.
言えない
I can't.
FB を裏切ることに
I won't betray FB.
携帯よりも FB を選ぶのか。大した忠誠心だな。
So you're choosing FB over your phone? How loyal. But Mayuri's fate hangs in the balance. I can't give up. Moeka still hasn't calmed down. She's been opening and closing her hands for a while now. She's not trying to escape my restraint. She's just twisting her body. Licking her lips, shaking her head, trying to brush the hair off her face. It's like she's suffering from withdrawal without her phone. Soon, she won't have the mental fortitude to resist. If she won't talk now, then I'll just wait until she will.
携帯がないとそんなに苦痛か。なぜそこまで依存する。
Is it really that painful to not have your phone? Why are you so dependent on it?
会話まともにできなくて
I can't talk to people.
今はしているではないか。
You're talking right now, aren't you? And when she attacked the lab, she was leading a squad of hardened killers. But Moeka shakes her head violently.
メールまでできなくなったら、私は
If I can't use mail, then I'll be...
世界から断絶してしまう。
cut off from the world.
世界だと孤独な女を気取っているつもりか。お前が恐れているのはラウンダーから見捨てられることだろう。
What? Are you fishing for sympathy? You're just afraid of being abandoned by the Rounders, aren't you?
違う。ラウンダーじゃなくて FB から見捨てられること。
No, not the Rounders. FB. That's the same thing, isn't it?
だったら世界などと言うな。何の罪もない女の子を容赦なく殺した分際でマユリを世界から断絶させた分際で。
Then don't save the world. You're the one who killed an innocent girl. You're the one who erased Mayuri from the world.
殺してない。
I didn't kill her.
そう、この世界線ではな。だが別の世界線においてはお前はラウンダーとして俺たちのタイムマシンを奪おうとした。その時に殺したマユリを。
Not on this world line, maybe. But on another world line, you came to steal our time machine. You killed her. You killed Mayuri. On the world line where I interrogated Moeka, she told me that Mayuri was expendable. It didn't matter to CERN whether she lived or died.
FB の指示なら殺したと思う。絶対に。
If FB told me to, then yes, I killed her.
FB とは何者だ。一体どこにいる。
Who is FB? Where the hell is he? I asked her the same question back then, but another rounder appeared before she could answer. Something tells me she won't have backup this time. Moeka's position in the rounders has changed.
言えない。
I can't tell you.
ならばいいことを教えてやる。
Then let me tell you something.
いいか。お前は今俺に捕まっている状況だが、助けを期待しているのなら無駄だ。
Listen good. If you're holding out for backup, you can forget it.
どうせ誰も助けに来ない。お前は絶望に打ちひしがれたまま4日後に自殺する。
Nobody's coming to save you. The pain and despair are just going to get worse, and in 4 days, you'll kill yourself. Moeka seems startled by this. I go in for the kill.
俺は5日後から来た。セルンが欲しがるタイムマシンを使ってな。だから知っている。
I came here from the future, using the time machine CERN wants so badly. That's how I know.
お前はこの部屋で一人孤独に自分を殺すんだ。
You kill yourself in this room, all alone.
お前の大好きな FB はお前を助けない。ラウンダーもセルンも300人委員会もだ。
Your precious FB doesn't save you. No one does. Not the Rounders, not CERN, and not the Committee of 300.
どれだけメールしても上司からの連絡はないんだろう。それはなぜだ。
Your boss hasn't replied to your mails, has he? You know why?
もう見捨てられているんだよ。
Because you've been abandoned. Moeka's face contorts in despair. Once again, tears fall from her eyes. Guilt squeezes my heart. I know that I'm causing this woman pain. Inside of me, a voice whispers that it's nothing compared to what she did to my Yuri, that I have no reason to show mercy to a murderer. But at the same time, my conscience screams that it's wrong to hurt someone, no matter who they are or what they've done. Insane mad scientist my ass. I'm afraid to hurt my mortal enemy. I'm nothing but a hypocrite.
FB をかばう必要はない。だから全て話せ。
FB doesn't deserve your loyalty. Tell me everything. I ignore the ache in my heart and push harder. But Moeka shakes her head violently.
FB は裏切らない。私を見捨てない。
FB wouldn't betray me. FB wouldn't abandon me.
だったらなぜお前は4日後に自殺すると思う？
Then why do you kill yourself in 4 days?
お前が私を殺すのよ。自殺に見せかけて。
You kill me and make it look like a suicide.
俺はそんなヘマはしない。俺ならお前を殺した後でタイムリープする。お前の死はなかったことにできる。
I wouldn't need to cover it up if I killed you. I'd just undo your death with my time machine.
私は
FB から返事が来ないと言ってこの部屋で死んだような顔をしていたのはどこのドイツだ？
When I got here, you were sitting in the corner like a limp rag, crying about how FB wouldn't answer. Remember? But
もう何日来ていない。FB からの連絡は普段はどのくらいの頻度で来ていていつから来なくなった？
how many days has it been? How often did FB contact you before, and when did it stop? I keep the questions coming. Need to pile on the pressure.
普段毎日連絡を。
It used to be every day,
でももう10日近く。
but it's already been 10 days.
10日も連絡が来ていない。そうだな。
10 days with no contact. Correct? Moeka looks up to me with pleading eyes.
私裏切れないよ。
I won't betray FB.
お前は裏切られたんだよ。
FB betrayed you.
FB を信じてる。
I believe in FB.
お前は切り捨てられた。
He threw you away.
利用されるだけされてな。もう用済みということだ。
FB used you, and now your usefulness has ended.
FB はそんな人じゃ。
FB isn't like that.
だったらどんな人なんだ？
Then what sort of person was he?
お母さんみたいに私に優しくて。
She was gentle to me, like a mother. Oh, it was a woman all along.
私はやっと心地いい居場所を。
I finally had a place I belonged. Like a mother? FB is a woman? I expected an evil-looking old man like you see in the movies, but I guess I was wrong.
悩みを相談したり、いつもすぐに返事くれた。
I talked to her about my worries. She always replied right away.
友達みたいで。でも包み込む優しさがあって。
Like a friend, but gentle, accepting.
会ったことは？
Have you met her? Moeka shakes her head weakly.
会ったことがない。お母さんみたいで友達みたいでお前にとって心地いい居場所だったのに。
You haven't met? Even though she's like your mother, your friend? Damn. If they had met, then I could have gotten Moeka to lead me to her.
ラウンダーは互いの正体隠すのがルールで。
Rounders must hide their identities from one another.
連絡は取り合っていたのに一度も会ったことはない。確かに会うのはルール違反かもな。だがお前は FB が好きで会ってみたかった。違うか。
So you've talked, but you've never met. But you must have wanted to meet her, right? Even if it was against the rules.
違うよ。
No. No.
会ったら幻滅される。だから会いたいなんて思わない。
It would ruin everything if she saw the real me.
会いたいと言われたことは
Did she ever say she wanted to meet you?
一度もないし言ったこともない。
No, never. And I never asked.
その様子だと電話もしたことがないな。
So no phone calls either, then. Moeka turns away. Then she nods faintly.
避けられているとは思わなかったのか。
Didn't you wonder why?
そこまで親身になってくれた優しい女上司がお前に会おうとしない理由は本当にルールだけか。
Why would such a kind, gentle woman refuse to meet you in person? Was it really just the rules?
そしてなぜ連絡をよこさない理由を考えてみろ。
And why isn't she returning your emails now? Think about it.
振り込め詐欺と同じだ。お前は騙されていたんだ。
She was using you. You were tricked.
FB を悪く言わないで。そんな人じゃない。
Don't say that. She's not like that.
連絡が途絶える前、最後のメールはどんな内容だった？
What did her last email say before she stopped contacting you?
IBN5100 を指定場所に置いておけ。
Leave the IBN 5100 at the designated location. The IBN 5100? Moeka, you fool, you let your tongue slip. 2 weeks ago, FB told her to leave the IBN 5100 at a drop point. That means she already had it in her possession at that time. I recall how Moeka kept bombarding me with questions about the IBN 5100. I might have let it slip that I found the computer at Yanabayashi Shrine. After that, she sent her D-mail. The world line changed. The lock was broken on the shrine's storehouse door. The IBN 5100 was gone. These facts point to one conclusion. She sent herself the location of the IBN 5100. Now that I know, it seems so obvious. If only I hadn't trusted Moeka, if only I had seen through her lies. But no, I played right into her hands. I was the tool's tool. I almost burst into self-deriding laughter. But I desperately hold it back and keep a straight face.
その場所はどこだ？
What was the designated location?
コインロッカー。大ビル前の。
The coin locker in front of Daibaru. The coin locker in front of Daibaru? Wait, isn't that where Lukaku hid the IBN 5100 on the previous world line? Is this another effect of convergence? Can I retrieve the IBN 5100 if I go there now? No, I can't expect it to still be there. Remember what happened with Lukaku. The invisible force of convergence is keeping the IBN 5100 away from me. If I want to get it back, I need to cancel Moeka's D-mail. I know the message. I've already reached my goal. Moeka starts crying softly. I sigh deeply and lift myself off Moeka's body. Then I lean back against the wall and stretch my aching limbs. And I think we're going to leave it there. This scene could very quickly end after he sends the text, but it's another session where I've played for longer than I should, and I really need to stop. My cats are getting very hungry because it is their dinner time, so I will leave it here today. That was a pretty intense 50 minutes though. Got a little bit violent. I am still surprised at that neighbour's complete lack of concern. You know, other than, oh wait, is there something wrong? Oh, they're not talking, I'm just gonna leave. I mean, at the same time, I kind of understand. I would probably do that, but if the walls are that thin, and if I heard someone yelling, you know, he's gonna kill me, he's going to rape me, I wouldn't risk it being two people just saying that sort of stuff. Like, Also, you know, the whole thing with Okarin kissing her, it's uncomfortable, but he kind of had to do it. Like, this is not a normal situation. He had to shut her up somehow. I get it. I just don't like it. But yeah, hopefully he's right about what she sent, and this will reverse the timeline. So we'll find that out next time when he sends the message, you know, if he manages to send the message before she jumps at him and takes the phone away, which is a possibility. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we will find out next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.